Okay there for everyone, guys.
Yeah, all good.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks.
Michael, how are we doing? Good to see you. Big day for you tomorrow. How are you approaching this must-win situation?
Like you say, it's a must-win situation. You can't afford any mistakes anymore, and but you also need to be realistic. I'm not going to lose it on the last day. I already made too many mistakes. Yeah, I think early doors, and then you're putting yourself in a very tough position and an incredible difficult position. And I could have made it myself a little bit more easy, I think.
You didn't look yourself in Aberdeen last week. That fight didn't seem to be there. Was there something wrong last week? Because
No,
there was no momentum from you on the stage or anything like that.
no, but that's what maybe also it to change things in the Premier League is really tough, and you wanna give it, but it's not there 100%. It's how do I say it? Of course, I always keep fighting and I never give up. But when things are hard, it's a battle constantly, and I think it's a good thing for me. Tomorrow is the last night of the Premier League. Good way or the bad way, you know what I mean? And then afterwards, I need to put my eyes on the next tournament as well, because even I'm going to qualify tomorrow, I still be disappointed in the way how I played in most weeks, and yeah, that's what it is.
If we'd have said to you after winning the World Final that you wouldn't win a night in the Premier League and wouldn't get to the O2, would you have laughed at us and said no, not a chance?
Yeah, probably I would have, but yeah, now it's reality, and what can you do?
How does the MVG rebuild from this Premier League start? How do you get back to winning ways?
Yes, first you have to finish the one off, and then you can move on to the next one. I think that's too quick to talk about. But no, in the meantime, I need to make sure I'm going to focus myself 100% on tomorrow. That's why maybe it's also a good idea. I'm now a little bit early in the UK to get my head there for tomorrow night. So of course, it's going to be a massive night for me, and I, I can't fail again. Simple as that. Otherwise, you're out of the tournament.
Tomorrow, obviously, first game is Nathan, and then
Yeah.
from there, is it you can't look past this first one? Obviously, I know you need to win the night,
No, you can
but
look,
is it all eyes on that one game?
no, because it's not a one-game tournament for me. You know what I mean? I have to win it. Simple as that. So all three games are going to be important then. But whoever you face, you need to make sure you're ready for anyone and any time. And I've been too many times not ready, and or yeah. I also have to say it's been a hard, probably one of the hardest Premier Leagues I ever played in. Not in the way of players wise, but for myself as a battle.
Can you put your finger
I
on?
I hear other people moaning already, because, but that's only the second Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
my 13th.
Can you put your finger on why it's been such a battle?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. It's not that I don't. I still love the game. I still like what I do. Yeah, no, I can't.
Michael, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Michael. We're used to seeing you at the O2 every year. Would it hurt if you were to miss out tomorrow night?
Of course, it always hurts. I'm a winner. I'm not a loser. And when you're not performing to your capability, then of course you need to be hurt. Otherwise, that's not a good sign.
Speaking to Nathan earlier, he said he thinks he's got you in his pocket because of the recent head-to-head record. I mean, what would be your response to that?
Head to head, I don't even know what a head to head record is.
He's won the last three Premier League meetings.
Oh, is that the record? What's the overall record?
I don't have that to hand, but I would imagine you would be ahead on the overall record. But recently,
Which
he's had the upper hand.
which head to head record are you talking about?
The head Premier League recently, yeah, the last
Yeah,
three
I
Premier League
know, but I
meetings.
know how that it's. if you have a little good patch, a little good run, then it's really easy to beat someone 3 times in a row in this format. You know what I mean? That's not the hardest thing in the world, but we're gonna see tomorrow.
He also said that you looked really nervous last week, especially in the practice room when bulling up. Was that the case? Was there extra nerves last week, and you're confident that there won't be nerves tomorrow night?
Nah, but people just want to say things anyway, even they are not there. You know what I mean? Some people, most of the people, they don't know what they talk about because we all know, of course, sometimes your heartbeat goes up, but I'm never really nervous. Maybe I should be nervous. Maybe that's the thing.
And your football team, PSV, won the league title on the last day of the season at the
Easy,
weekend.
easy.
Can
You
you looking to
see,
draw some
it can happen
inspiration
in
from
the
that?
last day. You see, it can happen in the last day. No, but PSV did really well. I think they was the best team in Holland. Simple.
Can you draw some inspiration from that to try and get yourself in the playoffs on the last night?
Yeah, but nah, as long as you always believe your own ability, that will always comes first. You need to. If you don't believe in yourself anymore, then there's a problem, and that's not the case at the moment. Of course, things are not going well at the moment. Things are far off perfect, but my mental aspect is there and will be there. And as long as you keep grafting, anything is possible.
Okay, thanks, Michael. Thanks for your
You're
time.
welcome.
Hi, Michael. What were
Hello,
your
mate.
expectations heading into the Premier League this season?
Hmm?
What were your expectations heading into the Premier League this season?
Not be in London. Of course, to reach the top four, and then you never know what's possible. Do you know what I mean? It's this never has crossed my mind. Never.
How much do you think having to pull out of Berlin through injury has affected your playoff chances?
It didn't help, but it will be really easy to blame one night of Premier League. Do you know what I mean? I think it's an overall thing. It's I think I lost too many points early doors. I think unnecessary points. And of course, the injury didn't come at the right moment because the weeks before I was playing all right, to be fair. And then, yeah, you have to deal with that problem, and it is what it is.
Cheers, Michael. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Michael, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. You?
Yeah, all good, thank you. All good. You've played really well at times in this year's Premier League, but as we've spoken about before, consistency has been your issue. But how confident you can put that right in Sheffield tomorrow night?
Yeah, I had a lot of rest and a lot of practice. I had a great combination in the last few days to make sure I'm I'm I have to do what I need to do tomorrow. Of course, we all know I can play a lot better, but it's a thin line as well because no one expected me to play really well in the Euro Tour. Where was it? In Germany or somewhere, or wherever.
Yeah.
Where the one I won.
Germany.
Yeah, in Germany was after Rotterdam, and Rotterdam was probably my poorest night out of all of them. You know what I mean? So it's a really darts is a really thin line between playing great and playing poorly. But you need to make sure you believe in yourself, and that's what I'm still doing.
It's obviously going to be a difficult task tomorrow, but in a way,
100%. You also, yeah, I'm a fan, man, and yeah, not many people will bet on me tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
but does that suit you in a way that you've got a point to prove, and also you've got to win. It's a knockout format.
It
Does
could
that
help.
suit you more?
It could help 100%, and I like the knockout format a lot more. Like the old format, I think most of the players preferable choice,
Yeah.
but that's not the situation. So you have to you have to deal with it. Simple.
And we know that you're the most successful player in the history of the Premier League. You've produced so many magical moments when you've needed it most. How much can you draw upon that experience tomorrow night?
I hope a lot because I'm gonna need it. I think.
Perfect. Cheers, Michael.
Yes.
Thanks for your time, Michael. Over the past week, a number of pundits have come out suggesting that your race at the top of the sport may be over. Colin Lloyd, in particular, made those comments yesterday on Talk Sport.
What did he say?
He says he believes your race is run at the top of the sport, and he finds it hard to believe that you're still motivated at the top. Do you think there's some truth in that, or do you think that's quite?
I don't know, really. I don't know. No, I don't. Nah. I'm. When I was, I'm good thinking now. When I was coming up and when I played the PDC, when I knocked Phil Taylor off his #1 spot, and he was #2 or 3 in the world, people wouldn't say he had a lot of bad patches then as well. People wouldn't say that about him either. So I don't really think so. No.
You've
Of
obviously.
course, that the sport never stands still for anyone, whoever you are. Not Phil Taylor, not Michael Gerwen, anyone. So you need to make sure you keep performing, and we all know that. And I'm still young. I'm only 36 years old, and I still have, in my opinion, a long career ahead of me.
I'm sure looking at your trophy cabinet, though, you're pretty pleased with that over your career, and I think across pretty much any
Yeah,
sport,
but
any athlete would be happy with that. So, is it hard to find the motivation when you've pretty much completed the sport?
100%. So sometimes you think, hey, well, but I want to win more and more and more. Winning is it's also like it's a habit. It's something it- people that never won anything, they don't know what they talk about. You know what I mean? They've not been in my position in the game, but I believe in my own ability, and I still love what I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
So does that almost make you even more hungry because you've had such a long
Yeah,
period
but
at
maybe
the
it
top?
takes
You're
more.
hungry to get back there.
Maybe it takes more time. I don't know the answer to that, but time will tell.
Thank you.
And
Cheers, Michael.
Is that okay, everybody, for the English part?
Yeah.
Lovely, thanks.